Hi, today I want to show you a little bit about how I'm doing service pages. I want to talk a little bit about how now I'm going to take these service pages and point them, as we talked about in our last video, through different pages throughout the website. Again, I use the analogy of a spider web all the time. We want to make sure that our service pages now link back to other service pages, but also to our homepage. So in this example of Lake Charles mold removal, you'll see here on the homepage, I linked to a page called mold inspections. So now in mold inspections, I'm going to go ahead and build out that keyword. So here on my service page, and I didn't build the other ones quite yet, I'm just using this as an example. I'll build out the rest of them. However, this is my mold inspections page. So some of this is still templated that I'll go ahead and swap out here, but I want to use this just as a way to show you how to build a service page. So if the homepage is the big picture as to who you are as a company or who you are as the whole purpose of your website, your service page is going to get down into the nitty-gritty of here's what this specific service we offer is and how it's unique to us. And also how, if this is what you are searching for, it's going to allow you to not just find us through the search term of mold removal Lake Charles, but also if you're searching for mold inspections Lake Charles, this page will rank as well. So it'll be able to widen and branch out our keywords that we're shooting for. So in mold inspections, I went through and I built a lot of content in Helm going through mold inspections of Lake Charles using that keyword. So as we talked about, most important factors are your H1, your title tags, your heading tags. So I went through and I optimized a lot of that. So mold inspection Lake Charles, LA is still here in my H1, my main H1 for the website. Now, other concepts we talked about in the last video, we want to make sure now we take this and we go ahead and link it back to our homepage. So what I like to do is taking the main business name, and I like to link that back to the homepage. I think that's a safe way to be able to do that. Okay, so I've got that there. Mold inspections, obviously I'm going to ignore language of mold inspections. I'm going to look for things like the titles of our other service pages. So I'm going to look for things like mold cleaning or mold remediation or contact us, things like that. So let's go ahead and look here and see if we can find any text that we can link to different service pages on our website. Making Lake Charles, LA an area particularly prone to infestations, talking about damp and humid environments, right? I went through my content and I made it specific to who we are and who the website is and the purpose of the website. So I'm going to go down through here and see if we could find like a mold inspection, addressing mold problems would probably be a good one. Mold cleaning, obviously I could address in there. So I'm going to go ahead and addressing mold problems. I'm going to link that to our mold remediation page. I think that's probably a good one. And then I also want to go ahead and say, during the mold inspection training, early detection through mold inspection could save you money by preventing the spread of mold. I'm going to go here. I'm going to say preventing the spread of mold. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to link that to our mold cleaning page. That's a good way to do that. Again, as we talked about at the homepage, if the main funnel of our website's click to call, we still want to have plenty very obvious click to call buttons in here. I'm going to talk about images in another video. Obviously, right now I just have a bunch of templated default AI image stuff. I'm going to go down through here again. I'm going to go ahead and link this. I'm going to try and find different places in here that I can take this to link back to our homepage and to other service pages. I usually shoot for about 3 to 5 interlinks per service page. So we don't need to hit every other service page. We don't need to hit every contact page, but we definitely want to link back to our homepage at least once, if not twice. Now, I'm going to get into local SEO and how to use Google Maps and local information in a better way in a future video. But I'm going to show you a couple different things here as to kind of a preview of that. I'm going to take Harris Mold Remediation. I'm going to link that back to the homepage. What I like to do is taking something like Lake Charles. The other thing I like to do, and let me see if I can find a Lake Charles, LA. That might be a little even better. So right here, making Lake Charles, LA, I'm going to take that, and I'm actually going to take that, and I'm going to go ahead and try and link that to the Google Business Profile page. So I'm going to go to maps.google.com. I'm going to grab Lake Charles, Louisiana. I'm going to go to the service page. I'm going to copy this link here, and I'm going to grab this. I'm going to grab this content. I'm going to link it to the Google Business Profile location of Lake Charles, Louisiana. So I'm just using that Google Maps strength, that link there, to point people to Lake Charles, Louisiana. Right? So we'll talk a little bit more about that in a future video, but that's just one concept I like to use on service pages. Okay, so overall, that's how I build my service page. That's the reason I build my service pages the way I do. Again, I'm going to go ahead and try and find a couple more um, opportunities here to be able to link this back to the homepage or to other service pages. But that's kind of how I build the service page. Now I'm going to go more in depth here. I'm going to add all my images. I'm going to optimize this for SEO, and I'm going to go ahead and do all my other service pages as well, just to build out a really in-depth service page process for my website.